Jeff Ferrato of the Mercury News. Payton, can you talk about what reaction you had when Coach came to you guys and said, I'm going to start Payton and 4 6'9" guys now? And also just talk about how that change affected you guys and how it helped trigger the 8-game win streak you have.
We knew we were going big. We added Francis in the lineup, and it allowed us to be really long and really get active on rebounding. But it kind of just changed because, Francis, he had great energy coming off the bench, and he was just so positive that Coach, after a 2-game losing streak, after losing to USC, Coach rewarded him with starting. And then after that, we just started building energy. And so I credit a lot of it to Francis for coming in and boosting us. But it just allows us to play bigger, really get after on the boards, and be really long on defense.
Back left.
James Creppy with the Oregonian. For each of you guys, now that you've had a chance to watch some film on them and scout on Wisconsin, just what have you seen from Ethan Happ? What do you each have to do? I know you may not be individually matched up with him, but because he also leads them in assists, what do you each have to do to contain that aspect of his game when you are guarding out there?
I mean, he's a very talented player. A lot of the offense runs through him, but it's just like any other talented player on each team. We got to hold him. Got to make his touches hard. We got to force him into tough positions, and then we can't allow him to have easy assists, low kickouts. He gets the ball out fast out of the post. So, what else you want to add?
Yeah, I think we just can't give him easy ones early. He averaged 17, 18 a game, so obviously he's gonna get his. But we just gotta make him work for everything.
Yeah, I think he's a very talented player, someone that is very aware of wherever his teammates are, and I think that's something that we need to, kind of challenge him with. He's very good with kickouts, very good at spotting double teams. So I think if anything, we just need to kind of, once, like they all said, make his touches hard. Don't allow him to kind of get where he wants to on the floor easy, and just communicate. Make sure that we don't have any mistakes in terms of sagging off too much and he finds an open 3-shooter.
On the left, second row.
Josh Dubow, Associated Press. Payton, a lot of guys like to get out and run and gun. You guys play maybe a little more deliberate pace. Was that something that was hard as a player to embrace, or do you like that?
I would almost disagree with that. We mix up the flows, I would say. I like to get out and run, so I'm going to push it. But, during the game, the style changes. It just depends on how things are going. If we flowing, then we're going to push it. If we've missed a couple of shots, turned the ball a couple of times, then, we need a good possession. But we don't really look at it like we play a slow pace, because I really don't think we do. We try to get out and run, but it's just whatever the defense is giving us at the time.
Second row on the right.
Josh Peter with USA Today. I just wonder what the loss of Bobo had, the impact it had on the team, what the mood was like, and what were the most important steps in getting past that and here, for that matter.
It was a huge loss for us. He got hurt like 6-7 games in the season, but that's not. We didn't want that to stop our season. We kept going. He stayed positive with it. He stayed with us. Coaching staff stayed positive. Even we had a lot of ups and downs during the season. We knew it was playing for a purpose down the road, and once we find our identity, we can be dangerous. And I think down the stretch we did, and that's why we're here.
Yeah, Bobo is a very talented player. That was known going into this year that he was going to be a big game changer for us. Unfortunately, that injury ended up taking away that aspect for this year. But, I think one thing that we did start to learn about this team is that we're resilient, and that, there were a lot of curveballs that were being thrown at us. Kenny Wooten was out with a broken jaw. We had Abu, one of our players, transfer mid-year. So, it was just a lot of things that were just kind of not going accordingly. But like I said, I think in the midst of that, we started to learn different ways of how we can win, whether it's through our press, whether it's through pushing the ball, whether it's through, changing defenses, changing lineups, just finding a mismatch. So, I mean, Bobo is a great player, and, he's going to have a great career. But I think with this team now, the one thing that we have started to learn is how to persevere in some of those, situations that just don't look so well for us.
Stay on the right, second row.
Peyton Warren Williamson, Oregon Duck Football News. 2 years ago, you were in this position. How different is it for you this time? You were a freshman then. Here you are again. Any experience that you can take into this, and have you shared any of that with the guys who haven't been here before?
I mean, you just want to have fun with it. Like we've been saying, we kind of already been in March in the conference tournament. It was win or go home for us already. So I would say we're all kind of experienced already of the intensity to things and how we need to come prepared. But really, just you got to have fun with this and taking the experience and just enjoy this ride and just keep on plugging.
Go on the left, fourth row.
Yeah, Jeff Ferrato, Mercury News. Paul, this is for you. I read a comment from your coach about how one of the big changes over the last few weeks has been improved communication on defense. You got a couple of freshmen out there. Can you talk about how that's happened and what impact that's had on how well you play defensively as a group?
Yeah, I think the communication aspect has come from us kind of understanding the schemes that we want to implement on the defensive end. I think it's something that all year that has kind of been a little mix-up because of the change of lineups, the change of positions that people have to play in. We play man, but we also play a very complicated zone. And, it takes some time with getting adjusted to. So I think now, at this time of the year, people are starting to really understand what areas they need to be in, understanding the scouting report a lot more. And, it's like you said, we do have freshmen out there that we're coming from, an environment that probably doesn't have so much importance on communication and, understanding your opponent. But now I think we've really pulled it together and, everybody is kind of on the same page.